Okay, I'm over here at Rick Hayes Honda in South Florida. I managed to con the people in there to let me test ride a Ninja1000, which I am doing this mostly for a friend and subscriber of mine. He's probably one of my most loyal subscribers, so I figured I owed him that much. I brought my Vfr1200f in for a 24K service, and he's been kind of wondering which one of those two bikes does he want. The seat is actually higher than my VFR, and the handlebars are just a tad closer. Oops, what's wrong here? It's like it's just like a regular cable clutch. This bike is like insanely lighter than my VFR. It's got really good balance, just like the VFR, but you can tell it's got a lot less dead weight. Gas tank is real nice and high, just like the VFR. Same kind of thing, like a camel hump almost. Okay, for some reason I don't feel like I got real good visibility on this, like the VFR. I don't know what it is about this. Maybe the mirrors are closer in. Okay. Look at that. Maybe I didn't let it warm up. Yeah, it's definitely higher. This is definitely, the seat height is definitely higher, but I think you can adjust it fairly easily. You can get it down a little bit pretty easy. Just turn the spanners or the nuts on the rear shock. Feels like it's got really good torque as compared to like a Super Sport. You don't have to, yeah, it's not like my VFR, but you can definitely tell this thing is not as fast, but it probably makes, in other words, it probably makes a lot of the power in the upper RPM ranges, and then it probably is lightning fast. But still, it's got more torque than, well, already my initial impression is that this is a very light bike, but the motor is not super powerful. It does have a little bit more torque than a leader bike down low. It doesn't have it at the top. It's not like Scary Rush. I'll have to try it a little bit more on here. The brakes are okay. They're not magnificent, but you know, got to give it a little bit, get used to it. A lot of wind. Look at my elbows, man. Look, the little bit of fat on my arms are flapping here. So, and it's really weird. That's really weird. Even my cruiser doesn't do that. It's very buzzy. Feels extremely nimble. Like, oh wow, oh, I almost got like in a head shake there with me like trying to twitch it. Completely different bike than my VFR. Quite different than Jack's CBR. Those are two bikes I'm pretty familiar with. This bike doesn't really, you don't really want to... I just realized one of the things that I wanted to say was they're asking, their starting price on this one, it's got 2,500 miles, and it's got 2,500 miles, and they want the same amount of money as the front end came up, but it didn't feel like it didn't feel scary when it came up. It felt like really nice when it came up, you know what I mean? I don't know how to describe that feeling, like it's not going to kill you kind of feeling. It didn't rush right up there. And when the VFR comes up, it's kind of scary. Because it just seems to do it suddenly. I'm wanting to grab another gear, but I know if it's 4,500, it's 65. That's pretty much it. bike ain't too bad. I'm liking it more now.
I guess when you're uncomfortable with your arm fat flapping around, it kind of takes away the niceness of this bike. Man, it's like it's almost vibration free at 69. Super smooth. Very comfortable. I feel like it's just like everything is perfect at this speed. All day long, man. All day long. All day long. That speed. That felt good. I felt like it had some power there. This bike grows on you when you ride it. I don't know if this one has ABS like my friend and subscriber is looking into. If you bought one of these, you'd enjoy this bike. If you want something a little bit lighter, a little bit more easy to handle, this is definitely gear shifter's a little bit more sloppy. I think this is more confidence inspiring than the Vfr, and that's saying a lot because that bike makes you feel really safe, really comfortable. You feel like you can do stuff on it. It really impressed me when the front end came up and it just felt like no big deal. Like the sound. Man, this thing is man, this thing is geometry is good. Oh, my buddy Jack isn't even there yet. I should call up Uber. Oh, maybe that's him right there. There's Jack. Alright. Let me get a good view of this. Okay, so our notes on this is that the seat is higher, handlebars are closer. Nice sound, brake isn't as good. Not as much power, but definitely more torque than any leader bike at lower RPMs, but less at higher RPMs. And I was running on a Battle Axe BTO 1.6s. They want $7,500 for this, which I think it's a 2011. Wow. How does this thing be a 2011 and only have 2,500 miles? It's got a couple little rough edges on it.
It's a nice little bike, man. It's a nice little bike. All right, over and out.